basketball.
So where are they? Oklahoma? Yeah, they're playing in Oklahoma. I wanted to bring this up and get your take and Aaron's take on this. In the last couple of weeks, we've got thousands of people listening to our show. So 2 people called me. One I halfway know pretty well. The other I don't know very well. Also, Eddie, if you're listening, remember you're our NASCAR sports genius. So if you want to call in and give us 10 seconds on NASCAR, we'll take the call. Anybody, I'm sorry, I didn't give out the number, 298-5487, 298-5487, 298-5487. You can call up about anything as long as you're sober and it's about sports. Both of these parents asked me this question about should they pull their kids off the team. One's in high school. I don't want to mention the high school. I don't want to mention the kid's name, but he's a very, very good pitcher. I've seen him pitch. He's going into his junior year. His curveball, a great curveball that breaks anywhere around 6 or 8 inches is a great curveball. This kid's curveball is breaking about 3 to 4 inches right now in high school. He's got a great curveball. His fastball is somewhere around 88 miles an hour, which is pretty good for high school, don't you think? Mm-hmm. And the coaches told him that he's not going to start at the varsity because they have too many seniors and they can't find a place for him, and they're going to put him on the JV team. This kid could start at any high school in the country. So the father calls me up last weekend after listening to our show, and he said, should I pull my kid out? And I said, absolutely. So the point I wanted to go to is that coaches, high school coaches, any coach, even coaches at a lower level, recreational coaches, they can ruin a kid's career. They can make a difference in so many areas. What is the right thing to do, Aaron and Travis? What would you do, Travis, if this was your son?
Well, first of all, I would like to ask you why you told them to pull him out. And second of all, so you pull him out, he can't transfer right now, can he, to another high school? Probably not. So what's he going to do? Where's he going to play? Where's he going to...
Well, I'm going to answer both questions. He lives on the borderline of 2 high schools. He probably could make a good case to go to the other high school, and the particular high school that he's at does not send a lot of athletes to major colleges. The school that he could potentially go to has a history of sending kids to major. These college scouts hang at certain high schools because there's a tradition of great coaching, Travis.
Yes.
That's why I told him. That's why I told him to pull his kid out. So if your kid has a coach that is not a quality coach, what do you do, Aaron?
Does the kid want to transfer?
Yes.
He wants to transfer.
Yes.
The kid wants to pitch.
Yes.
Right? Then why can't he come out of the pen? Prove himself coming out of the pen. He's going to be a junior, right?
Apparently, that's a great question. Apparently, something happened between this coach and this kid in the off season. So there's some angst there. There's something that happened that I don't know about. His father did not go into details, but I asked his father. I said, "Is there anything that happened before the season?" He said, "Yes." And I said, "Do you want to tell me about it?" He said, "No, when I see you, I don't want to discuss it over the telephone." So, something happened. I know the kid very well, and he's a nice kid. So I don't see him back-talking. But he's a teenager. Sometimes they slip. Did you ever slip as a teenager?
Never, Coach, never.
Yeah, and you were a great athlete. On the phone.
I still am.
I know you are. Travis, so... go ahead. You would what? Leave your kid in that position, or would you try to get him to another school?
Well, I guess you got to know all the details for it to make a good decision, but it goes both ways. I mean, I think sometimes as an athlete, we don't always get what we want, and maybe it's a time of perseverance and going through some struggles, even though the coach may be wrong, right? We deal with that in life. We may be wrong, but we have to go through it and persevere and come out the other end. So I don't know the whole story, but I'm not for the coach or against the kid either on what he should do. But sometimes growing up in life, playing sports, we may think we're the best player and deserve more time and deserve this and that. And we just got to push through it, come out the other end.
I understand your comment. I think it has a lot of merit, but I think what happens at certain levels is that if you have a coach that is basically immature, just because he may be in his 30s or 40s or 50s or 60s, he could be immature emotionally, and they would hold a grudge. They have a perception. This is what happens in the real world in sports is you're fighting a perception. So if a kid says something or acts out or doesn't look what's happened here. It still comes up. Bellinger doesn't run out a play and he gets benched. And there's now a little bit of he's struggling at the plate, right? He's struggling at the plate. And these perceptions get set in. So at the high school level, if you've got an immature coach and a player he may be talented, and you got two immature people, you got a problem.
Yeah, but his time is going to come, right, Coach?
Not necessarily.
He's only a junior.
But here's what happens.
Say you take the kid out of the school. You take him away from all of his friends. That's adding pressure on him to perform from not only himself, but his parents that have taken him out of the school. And so what if he gets rocked, by other teams? It's all for naught.
You know
right?
what? I'm not making my point properly. My point is you can damage a kid's emotional well-being. That's my point.
I don't doubt that.
That's all I'm saying. So if there isn't some kind of a ability to overcome that perception and the kid is damaged and then he says, I don't want to play baseball anymore, or what, this happens. So, all right. Now, Travis, your kids are in what sports?
Basketball.
And are you involved in coaching?
I used to be, but I'm not right now. No.
Okay. And the coach, without saying what league he's in or what age he is, do you think your coach is capable of educating and coaching these kids so that they have a positive spirit about themselves?
Yeah, totally. He's got basketball knowledge. He's got good people knowledge, and encouraging the players, trying to teach them the fundamentals to know how to play basketball the right way. So, yeah.
And you're lucky because you're connected to a very famous basketball player and an NBA coach. So if your kid starts to show some real talent, you're going to get him some individual coaching. I want to talk about that too. If you're listening and you're a grandparent and your grandson, your granddaughter has talent, how do you nurture that talent, Aaron and Travis? How would you do it? Thank you for your feedback.
Speaking as one that does not have kids, but someone who was once a kid.
You need to get this girl that was in here.
Stop that, Coach. Oh. Well, now's not the time. But I don't know.
I'll set you up with my dating service. I have a dating service, Aaron.
Don't isolate the kid and force him to play just one sport. I think letting the kid play a lot of sports and getting him involved with other players, other kids his age. And
that's good advice, actually. No, that's really good advice. If you've got a talented kid that's got great eye contact, and he's got speed and he's got strength, yes, I would encourage him to get involved in as many sports as the school or the program would allow them to do that. It's Travis, Talk Sports. He's driving back at a legal speed limit from Arizona. He'll be on the air next Friday for sure with a great guest. We'll be right back. We're going to take a break. It's 9. I'll say it when I get back. We'll be right back.
Sweet, salty, tastiest, bacon and pancakiest. Big yawns are okay, yummy syrups, yes way. Butter pecan, blueberry, old-fashioned strawberry. Never empty coffee pot. Mom says it hits the spot. Almonds are the fluffiest, Dad's hugs the scruffiest. Scrambled eggy, pepper shaky, orange juicy, wide awake. Stuffed French toastiest, waffles with the mustiest. Buttermilky, smooth, silky, tastes great. Love on a plate.
IHOP, everything you love about breakfast. In the whole world, there is only one thrill capital with the most coasters on the planet. Six Flags, with one heart-pounding, scream-inducing thrill after another, like Twisted Colossus and Full Throttle. Save up to $20 on tickets with promo code COKE at sixflags.com. Or last chance to buy a day, get the year free at this low price. For a limited time, buy 4, get free season parking on each pass. Hurry, this great offer ends June 10th. Go big, go Six Flags.
Hi, this is Jason Perez with New American Funding, Santa Clarita's own homegrown mortgage expert. Visit my website at lendsev.com or give me a call at 661-972-1092. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or trying to go from your condo to a castle, here at New American Funding, my team and I are here to help you do whatever you need. Once again, feel free to give me a call, 661-972-1092, or visit my website at lendsev.com. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Step into a hot shower or slip on a warm t-shirt fresh from the dryer, and you can feel the comfort natural gas gives us every day. For over 100 years, Southern California Gas Company has provided safe, reliable natural gas service. It warms our homes, powers cleaner vehicles, and cooks our food at a fraction of the cost of other energy sources with less environmental impact, today and for decades to come. Natural gas, part of the clean energy solution. Learn more at SoCalGas.com. Search solution.
Clarita Tacos in Santa Clarita specializes in the world's greatest taco bar, a traditional Mexican grill fused with California flair. Clarita Tacos offers something for everybody. Clarita Tacos will always leave a legendary taste in your mouth. When you book your catering with us, be sure to mention KHTS and get free chips and guacamole with your order. 2 locations in Santa Clarita, Bouquet Canyon and Haskell, and New Hall Ranch Road and LA Fitness Shopping Center. Call today, 360-1800. Live the taco life.
This is Bernard Cash with Earthwise Nutrition Center. We have been serving Santa Clarita Valley from the same location in Granary Square Shopping Center for the last 30 years. We built our business on earning people's trust. What you get at our store, you will not get anywhere else. You're going to get a family that's going to tell you the truth, that's more interested in earning your business long-term versus making a big sale. You're going to get 30 years of knowledge, and you're going to get a wide variety of products that actually work. You can visit us at buyearthwise.com or call us at 661-255-2928.
Your hometown station.
KHTS AM 1220 and the new 98.1 FM.
Hey, Biz, let it drop right here.
98.1, 98.1. That's how you can listen to award-winning KHTS Sports every Friday, 1 o'clock. Travis Talk Sports. Just to finish off on a nice young man that grew up here in Santa Clarita, went to Notre Dame University, Hunter Green. Does that name ring a bell?
Number one pick.
Number one pick. Where is he now?
I have no idea.
I'll tell you where he is. He's on the A. So you have Major League Baseball, right? And you've got AAA, AA, and A. Mm-hmm. So he's pitching for the Daytona Dragons, part of the Cincinnati organization, and he's in Class A pitcher with a 7 ERA. Yeah. And this kid that was on Sports Illustrated, this kid was
the LeBron of baseball.
Exactly. This kid was a can't miss, and he can't get the ball over. Yikes. I mean, this is how people don't realize how tough baseball is. When you see these professional baseball players, thanks, Travis, he hung up on us. When you see these did you hang up on him?
No, that was him.
298-5487, 298-5487. Thanks for all the calls. 298-5487 in the, the area code, 661. Yeah. That's how tough it is to make it to the bigs, man. I mean,
you know what, Coach?
This kid was a no miss.
Yeah, we're talking about the number one pick, though. My alma mater.
Notre Dame?
No. Hart High School.
Oh, Hart.
Mike Montgomery.
Oh, yeah.
Of the World Series champs.
Yep.
You have Trevor Bauer, who's one of the best.
Ever.
I don't know about ever, but he's one of the best pitchers in the game.
High school, I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. And then you have Tyler Glasnow.
Yeah.
Who's pitching for the Pirates right now.
Yeah. What about this kid? There's something in the water here in Santa Clarita. again, I'm a Duck, so I'm trying to stay objective. How do you pronounce his name? Mikel Wright? How do you pronounce it? Mykael.
I think you have it right.
Mikel is the second Valencia football player in 2 months to commit to the University of Oregon. This Mikel Wright was in the top, 247 Sports. This kid was in the top 50 players in the country. He's right in our backyard. Why don't we get him on the air?
I don't know, Coach. We're going to have to reach out to them. Or get KHTS Sports involved. Talk to Justin.
I will.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably knows the kid.
Yeah, probably.
But we got 2 kids from Santa Clarita going to big D1 school. My Oregon Ducks may get in that top 25 preseason for football. So, but we're a girls softball team. We're a basketball college.
Yeah, you guys have one of the best recruiting classes coming in. You have Bowl, and then you have Luther Head, I believe his name is. He's one of the best players in the country, too, so you guys have a good team coming in.
We have a really good recruiting class. We need to get past this year. Herbert, our quarterback, is Justin Herbert, is going to be a preseason Heisman favorite. We need a defense.
Travis is back on the line.
Hey, Travis, how are you?
The Arizona desert did it to me again.
I know. We're just talking about this kid from Valencia High School, Mikel Wright, who just signed with Oregon, one of the top high school players in the country. In his junior campaign with the Vikings, Wright, who was not available for an interview, hauled in 55 passes for 1,300 yards. That's legit. Yeah.
Why wasn't he available for an interview?
He's busy doing interviews for Max Prep Sports and 247 Sports, and we'll try to get him on. Aaron had a good point. Justin knows him, so we'll try to get him on the air this summer. I'm sure he'll be available this summer. And I was saying when you were cut off or hung up on us that we are sending a lot of athletes to big time colleges here in Santa Clarita.
Oh yeah, we have for years, right?
Yeah. You wanted to mention about LeBron coming to L.A. How are they going to pay him $200+ million when they've got a salary cap issue?
Well, the Lakers don't have the salary cap.
No, I know they do not.
Yeah, you have Tristan Thompson. If for those
listen
people
to
that
these
think
numbers,
LeBron is going to stay, you have Tristan Thompson on the book for the next 2 years, $18 million each.
How does what's his name?
Tristan Thompson.
Get that kind of money? He doesn't
He's
say
LeBron's
lie.
boy.
Huh?
He's LeBron's boy. And then you have J.R. Smith making $15 million next year, $17 million the year, or $16 million the year after that. George Hill making $14 million over the next 2 years each year. Kevin Love making $50 million over the next 2 years. So they're not going to be able to bring in any big free agents, maybe a mid-level exception at that.
And you can't dump these players. Nobody's going to take these players and their ridiculous salaries.
No.
That's right. You can't trade these guys away.
No.
With that salary.
But, I mean, I don't get it. I'm not saying this to be mean, but they're not saving lives. They're not doing open heart surgery. They're not doing brain surgery. I don't care if you want to pay LeBron James $500 million. The entertainment value is there, but the entertainment value isn't there for George Hill to make $14 million a year. Is it? No. Come on.
All of these salaries are inflated because the salary cap's gone up the last 2 years. It's going to go up again, and that's why the normal $8 million guy got $14 million.
And now Dan Gilbert wants $500 million. He wants $2.5 billion. If LeBron James leaves that team, what's he going to get for the team? He'll be at the 99-cent store trying to sell the team. Trust me on that. What was the other thing you want to talk about?
Well, it is June 1st, and not this week, but in the next coming weeks, we're going to have to talk about the World Cup, right?
Germany, it's a done deal. Germany's going to win the whole. They're a superior team, but yeah, in June it starts in 3 weeks in Russia.
That's right, and we have some local soccer experts we're going to have on the show to give us valuable information about the World Cup.
The World Cup, and I watched it 4 years ago. The World Cup is really something to watch, isn't it, Aaron? I mean, they're playing at another level. It's fun to watch.
It is, but it's more fun when the United States is in it, which they are not.
We should have been in it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
Yeah, and I don't understand. Yeah, I don't want. We'll save that for when we do our soccer show. But it doesn't make sense that this country does not have representation in the World Cup. Makes no sense. I don't get it. The money's here. The coaching ability is worldwide. We could get the best coaches. We should be able to get the best players. I totally don't get it.
Yeah, three other major sports though that are bigger.
No, I get that, but soccer is growing. My God, every community in this country has a soccer league, and we can't find the talent.
There's two big reasons. One is football, and two other major sports. But secondly, is advertising dollars. If you ever watch soccer, these Real Madrids and all that, there's never any commercials during the game. And I think that keeps a lot of the big sponsors away and the money away from soccer because of that.
Yeah, but come on, that's a good point to a point in that if you watch Spectrum, the Dodgers, like I do every night, they find ways. Everything is sponsored by somebody, They can find ways, and they have these now screenshots. I don't know. Let's save soccer for when the World Cup start and talk about it. It's a good thing to talk about, but I think in this country, the sponsors shy away because it doesn't resonate. For some reason, they can't get the viewership in certain markets, and we'll leave it at that, and then we'll do get your staff on this.
Also, star power. What?
There you go.
We get everybody's leftovers.
Where's the LeBron James of soccer or a Tiger? You're making a very good point. Same thing with tennis. Tennis is suffering for exactly the same reason.
Coming up on 1 minute, guys. Who do you guys have in Game 2 coming up on Sunday? That's Sunday, right?
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my money, my heart is with Cleveland, and my money is with the Warriors, but I'm not going to make any bets. I already have a bet with Travis on the Las Vegas Knights taking down the Capitals, so it's all I can afford.
I think Golden State wins and probably by over the spread this time. I don't think it will be as close. I think if Cleveland wins, it will be one of their games at home that they win, and that's it.
That's it. Warriors will let them win it. Hey, drive safe. I'll see you next week. We have a great guest coming on next Friday on Travis Talk Sports on award-winning KHTS 98.1 and 1220 AM.
All right, thanks, guys. Later.
Peace.